Listen.
Do you mind if I put my 2 cents in?
No, honey, I don't mind.
Call the police immediately.
I don't get it.
No idea what you're talking about. Yes? Hello? Hi, stranger.
I want ham and eggs and flapjacks with lots of butter and syrup and coffee. I'll take the coffee now.
Why are you coming from a stranger?
Where's my dough?
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Vibes and Stuff Live in the Morning. It's your host, Chuck Allen, and your host, Uncle Freezy, coming to you live Monday morning, May 23rd. Vibe one, salute to you. Good morning. How you doing this morning?
I am well. How are you?
I'm good. I'm feeling pretty chipper.
Good to see you.
It's good to be seen. Likewise, sir.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Let's do it. It's a brand new week, man. I'm excited for the week, man. You know, ready to kick this week off, man, with a bang. You know what I mean?
Yes,
DSJ's
sir. Yes, sir.
in the building. What's good?
Salute, DSJ.
So, I'm sorry. God and Nick's podcast is in the building. What's good? Savage NYC. What's good?
Salute.
Yeah, man.
So
so
yes, sir.
Chuck, so what's in your cup?
Well, you know, the same old, ain't nothing really changed. Water.
Let's go. Yeah. Water. Let's go. Let's get it. Forbes is Phil's in the building.
Yes, sir.
What's good with you? Hey, Chuck, let me hit, how's the weather where you were, Chuck?
Well, in the tri-state area right now, it's a mild 63 degrees, warming up to a nice sunny 76 degrees later on this afternoon with a chance of showers later in the evening.
It's 73 degrees and it's gonna be hot as a hand talking about
Bam.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Salute DSJ. Yeah, man. Saturday, I don't know what was going on with YouTube. It was a YouTube issue, right? I thought it was just right. So I was watching a live stream, or well, a repeat of a live stream of Doggy Diamonds, and through that broadcast, like halfway through that broadcast, it started getting real glitchy, and I was like, and then he spoke on it, and he was like, I don't know what's going on with YouTube tonight, but they, you know what I'm saying?
Oh.
So I believe that's what it was, because I was like, yo, I know it can't be my internet. It's not inclement weather.
Yeah.
Where it would cause, you know, a disturbance with the Wi-Fi or the internet. But yeah, man, we was just having difficulties.
YouTube.
But never, yeah, man, YouTube.
Yeah, man. Jam on YouTube. Come on. Silly Russ.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Man, is it me or is it nippy in this room? Hold on for a second. Let me go get some clothes. Jeez, Christ, nippy as hell in here. Hold on.
Yeah, man. Ah, really? Okay, DS. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Maybe Tom Cruise is all powerful. him and his spaceship buddies. Yeah, man. Um, uh, has anybody seen that documentary about the Mission Impossible 7? That's coming out. I don't know if I want to see Ethan Hunt run with his head attached, digitally attached to a body. I don't know if I want to see that anymore. Yeah, but I rock with the Mission Impossibles though. I can't even front. Yeah, man. Scientology, man, is. I don't even want to get on. I don't even want to get on a religious conversation this morning. But I saw what is it? The chick from King of Queens, Leah Remy. Is that her name? I believe. But she had like a documentary about the Church of Scientology and the ridiculousness that ensued. People sneaking out of the compound in the back in the trunks of cars. Yeah. Now that's wild, man. That's but I assume every religion has their extremists. So I'm not going to say too much about that because I know the Church of Scientology is all powerful.
Yeah, and they don't consider themselves extremists. You know how people are. Extremists don't ever consider themselves extreme. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Oh. But yeah, I ain't gonna knock them.
And I'm not gonna try it either. You know how I say don't knock it until you try it?
I ain't gonna try it.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Let me ask you this: is that really a thing? You can't knock it until you try it.
Yeah. That's what they say. I always knock it and don't try it. That's me. That's me.
That's me too, man. Like I don't. I can just knock it and never try it.
Right.
Well, you won't know. But if someone says, "Would you like to have a bowl of poo this morning?" I ain't got to try it. I'm just saying,
I'm gonna knock it.
Yeah, I'm knocking it. Like,
I ain't no shit eater like you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna knock it, right? And yes. I ain't gonna try it.
And I'm not trying that. Like, what's wrong with you? You know who are extremist Knicks fans?
Yeah, Knicks fans. Yeah, we are. I got hit up over the weekend, all weekend long. I got hit up. So my weekend is like 2.5 days. It's like 2.5 days, right? Like Friday, or like all day, most all day Friday, all day Saturday, and most of the day Sunday, right? And I got hit up by at least 15 people, at least, with just random stuff. Like, what are we gonna do with the 11 pick? Man, I don't know. You asking me for? I ain't Leon Rose. You know what I'm saying? I ain't Leon Rose. What are we gonna do with the 11th pick, Uncle Freezy? I'm nervous, bro. If you nervous now, you need to go smoke you a Newport or something, some cigarette. You need some damn gorilla cake or something. If you nervous now and the draft is in June and it's still May, you gotta relax. Yeah, you gotta relax, man. You gotta relax.
Yeah.
So, do you like Mission Impossible?
Yeah. I enjoyed the television show.
Yeah.
And the movies weren't that bad. The movies weren't that bad. They have more action, and it's a little more faster paced than, let's say, a 007 movie.
Right. Two of my favorite franchises.
Right. I don't know if I want to see Tom Cruise running around shirtless, having his head digitally transposed onto another person's body. I don't want to see that. But I'm in for it. I'm in for Mission Impossible. It's when he does other things, like the Mummy. I was like, what is this? What the is this?
Right.
I was like, nah, man. So yeah, I'm definitely excited to see another Mission Impossible. I just don't want to see that. I know the joke, the running joke is he's signed a contract to run in all his movies. I don't want to see it.
Yeah. I thought he owned the franchise. Does he not own the franchise?
He might. He might. Let me
Yeah, I thought Ben Affleck was trying to do the same thing with Batman. Or get into he can't own Batman because it's owned by DC, that's owned by Warner Brothers, right? So he can't do that, but I think he can get into the power, the pole position, I guess.
Okay. Okay, it says no. He might have some stake in the franchise, but Paramount absolutely. According to Wikipedia, however much stock you put into that, Paramount. Okay. Okay. So yeah, man. I think these guys make themselves like the cornerstone of the franchise, because I believe that's the reason Terrence Howard didn't return to the Iron Man franchise, and it went to Don Cheadle, because they didn't want to because he wanted to do like his own movie.
Yeah, right.
And he was like, nah, we don't want to hear you say mine 11,000 times.
Yeah. We want you to say whoop that trick. We want to hear that. in Marvel. Right.
So, so I think with Ben is probably trying to cement himself as the Batman in that particular DC franchise, in that particular verse, because I watched the other Batman. I think we talked about that. That was it was I don't know, man. It's hard to go after the trilogy that just,
Christian Bale. It's hard, man. It's hard, man.
It's hard.
Yeah.
Because it was hard. It was hard for people after Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
Like George Clooney was Batman one time, Val Kilmer was Batman one time. Everybody was like, nah.
Terrible.
It was like, nah. So
and they were smooth actors.
Right.
George Clooney is a smooth actor, man. George Clooney is smooth.
Yes.
Right? And Christian and Val Kilmer, naturally, is just smooth.
Right.
Even as Doc Holliday, even as a gunfighter, bro, he was smooth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Even as a fighter pilot, Top Gun.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you got to have like both. You got to be the smooth person, and then be gruff Batman.
Right.
Damn vengeance. Like I didn't like the Batman, the movie, the one that just came out. I think it was a good movie. I don't like Robert Pattinson. I already don't like him. I think he is stiff. You know what I'm saying? That's just my I didn't like Ben Affleck as Batman.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I mean, not that's right. Yeah, Ben Affleck playing. I mean, but okay. So I don't really care for what they did with the DC whole thing, Batman, Superman. I think all of it is cheesy.
Right.
Like you have the best superhero combinations. Marvel has leapfrogged you, but you got Superman and Batman,
right,
and Wonder Woman. Now you can feel how you feel about Aquaman. I always thought he was a trash superhero. Because outside of the water, what is he really? But anyway.
Aquaman, a fish out of water. That's what he is. Outside of water, Aquaman is a fish out of water.
Right. So.
Right. Green Lantern is whack.
Which I was hoping it wasn't going to be. But that also goes to show sometimes, charm won't make this movie better. Like God damn, it's on the tip of my tongue. Deathpool. What is Ryan Reynolds? Ryan Reynolds played Green Lantern. And I was
yeah. Trash.
But he was excellent as Deadpool. But
excellent because Deadpool, he was being himself.
Right.
Deadpool is Ryan Reynolds, and Ryan Reynolds is Deadpool. Right.
Right.
It's just like Robert Downey Jr. is Iron Man.
Right.
And Iron Man is him. Right. When you look back at the comics before you even knew who Robert Downey Jr. was, he was Robert Downey Jr.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Absolutely.
You basically, you know what I'm saying? And so for those that don't remember Robert Downey used to do the TV. Remember he was like Geraldo Rivera, kind of like the what's
the late night version? Yeah.
Yeah. What's the other dude? His name is escaping me. Maury Povich, not Maury.
Donahue.
Yeah. But before, you know what I'm saying? I don't, and so to my point with Superman and Batman, DC, I think what it is excuse me, DC has King's disease or had King's disease.
Mm-hmm.
Because no matter what they did with Superman would sell.
Right.
Superman would sell, man. You know what I'm saying? No matter what you did with Superman, you could put a comedian like Richard Pryor in there in a role that don't even fit his personality, and the movie still sold. Even though everybody knew the movie was a flop, it still sold. Man, I mean, come on. Richard Pryor as a computer. Richard Pryor. Who want to go see Richard Pryor as a computer nerd? Bro, he had just come off a movie called The Toy, where he was a toy for a little boy, right? He was a toy for a little boy, right? And then you're gonna put him in a role as a computer man. Get out of here, DC, right? But you know, it is what it is, man. I mean, Ben Affleck to me has always been an overrated actor. Him and Matt Damon. It's ironic that in the Bourne series they told Matt Damon to shut up and just do action, and he did good movies. And then you put Matt Damon in movies where he talked, and they always flop. So you're like,
yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I'm a little excited to see, you know, the Black Adam and all that stuff.
Right.
But I got a feeling they're gonna mess that up too.
Right.
And despite what they think by throwing The Rock in there, Rock has had some womp womps on the action scene, like
right.
when he played the one-legged fireman. No.
What was that, Inferno?
I think it was
Inferno.
There's something to that effect. It was Backdraft meets Die Hard.
Yeah, Backdraft meets Die Hard and Disco Inferno. Burn baby burn. Yeah.
So I don't know. Sometimes I don't know. We'll see.
Right.
Because you know, The Rock has such a magnetism about him. Sometimes he takes over the franchise. You know, kind of like how he did with the Fast and the Furious.
Right.
Well, Fast and the Furious was, I don't want to get into that, but that was all over the place.
Right. Tokyo Drift.
The concept was drifting started becoming very popular in the States, so they wanted to jump on that wave. Fine, right? Because they've been drifting over in Japan.
Right.
But you have this ball that's talking like this, going over to Japan.
Right.
And Bow Wow has the wackest car I've ever seen in anything. Like,
Didn't it look like a remote control car? Look like somebody should have been on the curb doing this with it. And but you did get Ludacris.
You got no, not in Tokyo Drift.
Okay.
Not in Tokyo Drift. He was in
So
part
the third
2.
one?
He was in the second one. They introduced him in the second one.
Okay.
They introduced him in the second one because he was, you know, the one with Tyrese and the terrible car. And anybody that knows anything about racing, that car is not fast. That version of the Mitsubishi Eclipse
Yes,
is not fast.
because it's stock not fast. It's like the Toyota Celica, where it looked fast.
Yes, it's not fast. It's not
like
fast.
the two-door Cavalier. Remember the two-door Cavalier?
Yes.
It looked fast.
Oh yeah. Oh, it had the Z20. My cousin had one with the Z28 body kit. Had the big Z28 on the back. Oh man, that was slow as molasses.
Yeah.
Ford Probe looked fast. Oh man, the dash topped out at 85, like it was, because it had a digital dash, so it'll be blinking at 85.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, all right.
Oh my goodness.
And that's what made me stop rocking with front wheel drive cars, because I was like, front wheel drive cars don't be that fast. Right. Because
they pull instead of push.
Right. So yeah, that just no one races convertibles.
No.
Especially not without a roll cage, because it's gonna have too much body roll, because it's not stable. The chassis is not stiff enough, and he got the biggest, heaviest rims on it. This is not a tuner car.
Yeah. But it looked good.
It looked very good. And we got even that franchise took a turn for the worse, because they started having these one-liner action hero dialogue, and I was like, what the
I hate
Tyrese,
this franchise.
huh?
I hate this franchise.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of the Fast. Now, my brother, when he was alive, he loved it.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, why do you love Mission Impossible? All they do is walk around and rip faces off. And to a point, he had a point. I'm thinking I'm talking to Chuck Allen, and then Chuck Allen pull a mask off, and it's like, and it's Delano Steele, right?
Yeah.
And then I'll pull the Uncle Freezy mask off, and it's Chuck Allen, and then so it's like, I mean, yeah. And shout out to Future mask off. Oh, maybe not. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I'm just not a fan of the Fast and the Furious, because why are you trying to steal a car, right? So a car is chain bolted on a train, right? Vin Diesel unlocks the chain, right, and drives the car off the train over a bridge, lands on a dirt road from 80 feet in the air. And all you see inside the car is Vin Diesel like, ugh, and catch control of the car and drive off. You're like, what the? When have you ever seen a car accelerate out of a train car from a standstill and get enough RPMs to jump over a bridge and onto a dirt road by a river? No.
But they were trying to insinuate, it was that American muscle, and I was like, man, but the cars in the 60s were slow as, like, 200 horsepower was a big deal to people. 200 horsepower now is Honda Civic power. So there was no way that Stingray was doing that. But it's the magic of movies, man. It's just like when cars crash on the street, they hit head on, but it seems like they jump the other car and turn. I'm like, come on, crashes never happen like that.
Come on, Hollywood.
Right.
Come on, Hollywood.
But here's the thing. I used to complain about things like that in movies. Like, come on, yo, he has a revolver and he done shot it like 20 times. It's impossible.
And it's a 6-shooter.
Right. It's impossible. But it's a movie. It's not supposed to be.
Right.
It's not supposed to be real.
Right.
And I think in some instances, it gets a little too real, and it's like, all right.
Yeah.
All right. Now this is like, maybe y'all should pull back some.
Right.
Because now, because you want things to be technically right, because there'll be guys on YouTube going through scene by scene. As you can tell right here, this is not real because this, that, and the third. And it's like, yeah, but it's a movie.
But
It's a movie.
I understand.
Yeah, man. The art of cinema. I get it. I try not to be as critical. I try not to be as critical with movies. I try to enjoy them for what they are. It's just, a quick hour and a half, 2 hours of entertainment.
Right.
But when you're passionate about certain things, even in that movie, as we were talking about the Fast and Furious franchise, I'm like, yo, y'all have access to all these cars. Why are y'all using different engine sounds for cars that don't? Y'all know I know what a rotary engine sounds like.
Right.
And what a 2JZ sounds like. They don't sound nothing like that. Like
Right.
everybody knows rotary engines, you know what I'm saying? They got that to them. Not no 2JZ. But anyway.
Right.
I try to not get too caught up in that stuff, because when you do, it'll take away from the movie, because some things just don't work on camera, or you might have an actor that really don't know how to drive stick.
Right. And so he ramming gears.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, he's downshifting, and you have a sound playing for downshifting. Why is he doing this? No one goes from fourth to first.
No.
like what? Oh my goodness.
Hey, I'll give you an example. So this morning, as I was trying to get my mind right for the show, I watched this music video called "I'm Bad" by LL Cool J.
Oh.
Right? And LL at the beginning of the video, and this made me laugh, right? LL in the video is like, yeah, baby, you know what I mean? Keep putting up these bulletins. Say no to drugs, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So he gave this girl a stack of paper about this damn thick, and remember the old staple gun where you ram it?
Yeah.
While he walking around with tight leather pants and a Kango, right?
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, he turned his back, walking down the street. You know what I mean? I gave her all the papers, son. You know what I'm saying? And then she's screaming, "Help! LL, I'm getting abducted by this goon that looks like a Hollywood actor in this car that's not very fast. It just looks like a mob car."
Yeah.
Right? And he trying to run down the street with light, tight leather pants on and no string Adidas. And he running from side to side. Yo, shit. I'm like, yo, if that was my girl, I think I would be running a little bit different.
Yes.
Like if that was Mo, I think I'd be running in a straight line fast, as opposed to from side to side. Like, you know what I'm saying? Look how cool I look running with these tight leather pants on. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, this is so Hollywooded up. A lot of the stuff. I'll give you another example. So the funny thing is, because I started critiquing the video, like, okay, now I got to critique the video, right?
Right.
So LL get on the joint, yo, meet me at the pier. You know what I'm saying? His homeboys meet him at the pier. At the pier, he show up with the sweatsuit on, right? I'm like, yo, why you didn't have the sweatsuit on when you was out in the street putting them? You know what I'm saying? You got the tracksuit on now? Now when you got all your goons with you, it's time for action. Now you got the tracksuit on. But when your girl was getting abducted, you know what I'm saying? You had the big necklace on, and then so you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I don't get it. I don't get it. But it made me laugh about how what we accept in Hollywood productions. Because remember when we watched Heat, we did the Heat movie review.
Yeah.
And these guys were in the street shootout scene with the money bags on their back that weighed 350 pounds.
Yeah. Yeah.
Robert De Niro was 52 or 55 at the time.
Yeah, man. And I'm saying that'd be the thing that'd be like, oh, man, this just killed the whole movie right here.
Yeah.
When you're a kid, it's all exciting.
Right.
Like you wouldn't point any of these things out until you become older and you get some knowledge, and it's like, okay, so if there was millions of dollars in that bag would be heavier than a mother. Yeah. And they're just tossing them around like shoulder bags.
Yeah.
Like they going to the beach.
Yeah, like this is not the coach bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you have one guy who uses a child as a shield.
Right.
Why they needed a stunt double for that? Don't know.
Don't know.
Because I was like, wow, that's a big child in his arms.
Yes.
That's a big
child. Why Pacino took the shot anyway? The headshot that killed him? The bullet went past the kid.
Right.
In real life, that they would have fight child endangerment. Man, listen, man.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like, come on.
Right. A lot of stuff. Yeah, man. So it's a bunch of stuff, man. But Chuck, let me ask you this: what's your favorite movie franchise?
Oh man, I'm going to say a bunch of cartoons. I'm going to say Shrek.
Okay.
I'm going to say Toy Story.
Okay.
I enjoy the John Wick series. Some people don't.
Okay.
Because of Keanu. And I think this is up his alley. Not too much dialogue, not too much talking. Just go kill people, and we just count the bodies. What other franchise am I a fan of? I want to say X-Men. But I think they kind of dropped the ball a little bit on one of those movies.
Okay.
Because when it comes to the Deathpool character.
Okay.
Because we see that character die in what was it? X-Men. Was it the origin? The original, not the original Wolverine.
My dog just came in here and pooned it and walked out. That's what that was. You saw that? And then he just walked around and so he just came in and pepper sprayed me and walked out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, man. I would say I'm gonna put the transporter on there too. Even though they pulled the Jedi mind trick with one of them, and I was like, wait a minute, that's not Jason Statham.
Yeah.
What other franchises good?
I like Bond. I like James Bond. I like Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
What else? What else do I think we do? Lord of the Rings to me was dope.
Yes.
Lord of the Rings was
Yes.
dope. I think the acting in that was fantastic. I like the Godzilla series. The Godzilla series is the modern one.
Oh, the modern one.
Dope.
Oh, okay.
Dope. The modern one. Yo, if you hadn't seen King Kong vs. Godzilla, yo.
I did. I watched it and I was confused because I was like, yo, they were supposed to be equals, but King Kong is getting his hands to whooped.
in the water he was getting his ass whooped.
He was getting...
Yes. Godzilla hit him across the chin with his tail, bro. I'm like, damn. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I like those. I do like Toy Story. I didn't like the last one with Spork.
Okay.
The one with Spork, I thought that was kind of
yeah.
That one may have been a bridge too far for me. Right? I used to like Bad Boys until the last one. I didn't like the third Bad Boys for Life. And Bad Boys for Life, I'm thinking, I know I'm going to hear.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, why didn't they play Bad Boys for Life? And this is easy. Yeah, but
who knows? I think. See, sometimes with franchises, man, they'll have one. If it goes too long, they'll have one or two movies in there. Like, what the? Why'd you do this?
Right.
You know, because even the Rocky franchise, that whole Tommy the Machine Gun, Rocky V,
yeah, oh, God.
Awful.
Because for one, Sylvester Stallone cannot act. Right?
First of all, you try knocking me down. You want to knock him down? Come knock me down, Tommy. You know, my ring's right outside. You know, I ain't hear no bell.
Right.
Get up, you son of a bitch. Mickey loves you. I'm like, come on, man.
Come on, man. This is trash. Trash. Rocky 3 was... Rocky 3, there were things in Rocky 3 that saved it.
Yes.
Otherwise, it was awful. Rocky and Adrian walking around the mansion, you know what I'm saying? All the stuff. Oh, God, man. It is. And to be honest with you, if it wasn't for Creed and Creed 2, I would have said the whole franchise is a D for me. And the only thing that stopped it from being an F is the original Rocky. Right? The original Rocky to me was dope. Because it was so original. It was so original, started out in its own lane. Because it wasn't like Raging Bull, right? Which was in black and white. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like all these other boxing movies. Like, for instance, The Hurricane was dope. But The Hurricane was a justice movie or an injustice movie about a boxer. It was more of that with the boxing background.
Right.
Right. As opposed to the stuff that actually happened in the ring. You know what I'm saying? $1 Million Baby.
It was cool. It was cool. It was cool. The only thing, like, I was like, God. When it got to the end, I was like, God damn, this is too sad.
Yeah.
I can't. I wasn't prepared for this. I was definitely prepared for a lot of sexism and racism.
Yeah.
But I'm not prepared for this.
Right.
Trying to make me cry here.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't. Yeah, $1 Million Baby. Nah.
Right.
It was good. It was. If they would have stopped it after like an hour and a half, I'd have been cool. But they went on another hour and a half. And, after she got injured and all of that, I didn't want to. There's going to be a law-abiding citizen too. That's going straight to Netflix.
Yeah.
That's straight to
That's
Netflix.
Gonna be going straight to Tubi TV.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I like movies like that because it was Law-Abiding Citizen was sneaky good. It was like I don't know how this is really gonna play out. And then the twist at the end, boom. You can't do that again. How do you do that? We know this, we know what it's just like you can't do another. It can't be a part 2 to The Sixth Sense.
Right. Because at the end, when you find out about Mr. Glass, all that stuff, you're like, oh, snap, this is...
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking, I'm glad you said Mr. Glass. That is an underrated franchise. Yeah. M. Night Shyamalan's Unbreakable, Split, and what was the third one? Oh man, what was the name of the third one? So yeah, man, that was really good, man. The third one kind of tied it all together, and the world really was trying to hide superheroes from us. I thought that was dope. The third one was Glass. Yeah, that was good. Split. I thought Split was better than the first joint.
Really?
Yeah, man. It was darker. It was scarier.
I gotta go back and watch them. Maybe we could do a movie review on those. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man.
Like M. Night gets a bad rap because he's had some crappy stuff.
So M. Night Shyamalan is esoteric, right? And so people will be like, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm esoteric, man. You know what I mean? Sometimes people don't get me. No, you are regular, and sometimes you just do something stupid. M. Night Shyamalan is esoteric, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Chuck, you ever heard somebody call himself esoteric? You know what I'm saying? I'm esoteric. You know what I'm saying? I be like the moon and stars and all. Nah, bro, you just dumb. M. Night Shyamalan, though, is esoteric. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Gil Scott Heron is esoteric, right? Because he sees stuff that's happening right in front of him, and sometimes he can describe it in a way, and you're like, what? But it's just the police beat up black people. Not saying that it's just, but what I'm saying, the event is say police brutality, and you talking about all this other stuff, and I'm like, I didn't have this issue with Langston Hughes. When Langston Hughes was saying stuff, you know what I'm saying? you know, even Langston Hughes in his simplicity was smooth and rhythmic, right? So you can with Langston Hughes, we knew was smooth, and he could describe a common event and make it simple and plain for ordinary people to understand what he's talking about. But he was smooth with it.
Yeah.
Langston Hughes was like satin, bro. He was like, you know what I'm saying? It's Langston Hughes. Langston Hughes was like velvet. You know what I'm saying? Gil Scott Heron in his emotion sometimes would get you so far. You're like, what were we talking about now? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. But M. Night Shyamalan though is esoteric, bro. He is legit in his own lane of thinking. Sometimes you get it and sometimes you don't. Like right. If you get it, it's a masterpiece. If you don't get it, it's a trashipiece. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because he had the movie with Mark Wahlberg and I can't remember shorty name. John Leguizamo's in the movie where the plants were killing people.
Yeah. I knew that's the movie you was gonna go to too. About the plants was pollinating. They was killing people through their reproduction because they was trying to reclaim the earth.
Right.
Yeah.
When I first saw it, I was like, "What the, yo, man, they're giving this guy too much money to be making movies. This is
yes."
But then a few years later, The Happening. But then when I watched it again, I was like, this wasn't that bad.
Right.
This really wasn't that bad. It's just when you saw it the first time, maybe you didn't get it. So you was just like you said, this is trash.
Right. Yeah, it was a trash piece. Yeah, right. It wasn't no masterpiece. Yeah. Yeah, but when the movie was going on, you're like, how come? Like, who are they running from? Because remember, they used to run during the movie. They would run in the house and look out the window like they were running from something, from a being. And you would see the plant, you would see the trees waving back and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you were thinking like something was going to emerge from the trees.
Right.
And it wasn't. It was the trees themselves, the plants themselves.
Right.
Yeah,
because in the village, there was a the thing that they sacrificed the people to, right? So I'm thinking it's going to be something like that. And then I was like, okay, so this was a science nerd movie. All right.
Right.
But again, he's hit or miss because a decent B movie for me of his is Devil.
Okay.
I happened to catch that one night and I was watching and I was like, oh, Bokeem Woodbine. Haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah.
Let me see what this movie's about. Oh, the whole movie's taking place on the elevator?
I can tell you what it was about. I ain't even seen it. Overacting. Bokeem Woodbine, every time I see him, you know what I'm saying, son? Yeah, come on, calm down, bro.
Yo, let me tell you something about Sharknado Subliminal Salute. First of all, I want to thank everybody for joining us this morning. This is Vibes and Stuff Live in the Morning. It's your host, Chuck Allen, Uncle Freezy.
Subscribe to the channel.
Yeah, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Now, Sharknado. When I saw the first couple of seconds of the first one, I was like, how in the hell did this get made? Who made this nonsense? And then y'all made like 7 of these joints? Hell no. Nah.
And people were clamoring for them, yo.
Here's the crazy thing, I binge watched all of the movies.
No, you didn't, bro.
Yes, I did. I'm gonna tell you exactly what I did. I went and got I went and got an ounce of Platinum Kush, and I said, I'm going to watch this because
Right.
there's no reason why they made so many of these movies, and a whole bunch of celebrities are lining up to be in this travesty.
This mess.
Like these are the movies you avoid. Like these are the
Right.
at the end of your career. Like Tara Reid should absolutely been a part of that franchise
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? Some
Because she is definitely a D-list actress.
yes. Even though she had her little run in the 90s as being the lead role person and sucking all of the energy out of the movie. Never mind.
Yeah.
I like Tara Reid. I like the in Van Wilder. But anyway, Sharknado. It was terrible, but good, but not really good. I'm gonna tell you what made the movie good for me. Because me and my friend, we were sitting there and we were going back and forth, just trashing every scene of the movie. Like who like really yo, so the shark just bites off her hand and she lives and now she's
Right.
back with a chainsaw arm. Like, come on,
Right.
man. Tara Reid. Like, come on, man. Come on.
Yeah.
So yeah, you know, we sat there and we trashed every single one of those movies. But we laughed more than anything else. And I was like, yo, this wasn't that bad. But they shouldn't have made 7 of them.
Right.
They should not have made as a matter of fact, the young lady from Everybody Hates Chris, the sister,
Right.
she's all grown up on there.
What?
And the opening scenes with her was so ridiculous. I was like, how in the world did they rope you into this? Like, your career ain't even, we haven't seen you since Everybody Hates Chris, and then you're doing this.
Right. Right. What is Uncle Freezy doing in this movie? Yeah.
I'm surprised. Yo, I am. Oh man. Yeah.
Bro.
Yo, that movie was bad. Vivica Fox, bad. Just everything about it was bad.
I think Vivica Fox is so overrated, bro. Vivica Fox is so overrated. You know what? I watched Independence Day 3 years ago, and if you, in a movie where you get out acted by Will Smith, you are terrible. Okay. Now Will Smith is a decent actor. He's decent, but like in terms of acting. Oh, okay. So let me establish before I go on my tangent, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want to establish like the scale of acting, right? So okay, so the greatest actor that I've ever seen is probably Marlon Brando. Marlon Brando, Denzel Washington, right? On the screen, they are. Hey Chuck, you ever saw that movie John Q?
Yes.
With Denzel?
Yes.
And then right after that, there was a movie called Man on Fire. Or it may be in reverse order.
Right.
Right? Like you remember Creasy with the little girl? Right?
Yeah.
The little girl kept losing the swimming meets because she couldn't.
Right.
You know, Creasy was protecting her. She loved Creasy. She got kidnapped and all this stuff. And
Right.
Denzel flips out all of, you know what I'm saying, all this stuff. Training Day. Training Day. You see Denzel in a different mode, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Ethan Hawke in that movie, also great actor. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Right? And the worst actor, who would you say is probably the worst actor you've ever seen consistently? Like keep getting roles. Like, why is this dude in Hollywood? Oh, why is this girl in Hollywood? Oh, DMX. Worst actor I've ever seen in my life. Right? Worst actor I've ever seen in my life, bro. Him and Jet Li are terrible actors, bro. Right? We already know why Jet Li is in the movie. It's not because he's a good actor. It's because of the action scene. Right?
Right.
But what is DMX in there for? DMX is a worse actor than Tretch, bro. I thought Tretch was the worst.
No.
Yeah, what?
Tretch is treacherous. Like he is. Did you not see his acting job in Jason's Lyric?
Yeah. Oh.
He was doo. Lorenzo.
Yeah.
And I was like, and then y'all gave him the trash sex scene in the alley with the waitress.
Yeah. Even, and I'm not bashing rappers that act, because Eminem in 8 Mile was totally believable, right? Totally believable. He looked like a trailer trash rapper. That, you know what I'm saying? Now he wasn't perfect on the screen, but to the point though, I'm trying to establish the creme de la creme versus the bottom of the barrel, right?
Okay.
I would say, let's say Tretch or DMX. Shorty can't eat no books, you know what I mean? Come on, bro. Not only was that line bad, the acting in it was terrible.
Yeah.
And, you know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, you see RZA in American Gangster, and you're like, yo, RZA pulled this off. You know what I'm saying? You see Method Man in some stuff. You're like, Method Man on the small screen is pretty decent. Right. You see LL later on Ice-T. Yeah. In the beginning,
no, they were terrible. LL and NSYNC. That was the name of NSYNC.
Damn it. And Chuck, I bought that movie twice. I bought that movie twice, bro. God dog it. The first time I bought it, I was like, why am I buying this? Because you know how you see the preview and the trailer for it was like, yo, in the nights where the club scene is, and I was like, yo, this is trash. But you thought it was gonna be decent because he had done In the House. Remember that?
Yes.
Remember he had done In the House, and In the House was kind of dope. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, NSYNC, Out of Sync came after In the House.
Yeah, did they come?
I think Out of Sync was first. Hold on, I think that was
Out of Sync might have been first. Out of Sync might have been first because, but to the point though, I saw LL in this I'm Bad video. Like LL was legit like, give me that walkie-talkie. You like, he's terrible, and he was terrible in Krush Groove. Oh, speaking of Krush Groove, bro, how can I forget Run DMC, the worst actors ever? Together, they the worst actors. They the worst actors ever, bro. I don't think it's close. Even the Fat Boys were better than them.
Fat Boys was. I don't care what nobody say, man. Disorderlies is my shiznit. Okay, I love Disorderlies. I can watch that right now. LL Cool J movies and TV shows. I don't know why they're showing me this. Oh snap. They're saying that. Okay. Ooh. All right, so Krush Groove is first. Out of Sync is 95. Oh yeah, he was in that movie too. He was in Wildcats. I forgot he was walking across the stage, doing his song.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'm laughing because Wildcats, the cheerleaders were so whack. You remember the cheerleaders? The cheerleaders cheer. The only cheer they had was "Your mama said you ugly." Huh?
UGOY, you ain't got no alibi. You ugly,
Yeah.
but you ugly,
Yeah.
oogly. Your mama say you oogly. Shaq is the worst. Shaq is absolutely the worst.
Shaq is the worst, bro.
Yes. Or maybe his movies were just that bad. Maybe his movies were just Shazam, Blue Steel.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yo, that was a terrible movie too.
Which one?
Who's the Man? And I remember going
with...
to the movies to see that.
Yep. The best thing out of Who's the Man? Guru.
Yeah. Soundtrack.
Yo,
Who's the Man soundtrack is fire.
Who's the Man soundtrack? Yeah. Because I think it had the "Come and Talk to Me" remix on it, and it had "Party and Bullshit" on it.
Yep.
And it had
Cypress Hill.
Yeah. Man, I think "Come and Talk to Me" was on it. I think I may be wrong. I may be wrong, bro. Let me see. Man. But speaking of low budget, though.
Kazam. That was the name of the movie, not Shazam. Kazam. Well, either way, that's but.
Hitting switches was on here. Yeah, that was my joint.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I thought Group Home was gonna be something.
Yeah. They had all the ill production.
Yeah.
They had all the ill production.
Yeah, man. Hitting switches was dope. Off and on, it's on. Yeah. I'm hitting switches. Yeah, that was dope.
I will beg to differ with you, Alfred. Rapping by Mario Van Peebles is the worst. No. Carmen, where everybody is the rap opera with Makai Pfeiffer and Beyonce. That shit is ass. I'm sorry to the young people listening, but that was ASS. Okay.
Yes. You say that, but Glitter, the Mariah, what's the Mariah Carey joint? Was it Glitter?
It was. Oh, you talking about with the Brant and was it Honey or was it Glitter?
Yeah, Honey. Was it Honey? No, it wasn't Honey. Honey was with Jessica Alba. Mo said Honey was with Jessica Alba.
Okay.
The Mariah, Glitter. Glitter killed Mariah Carey's career, bro. Killed it. Murdered it right in broad daylight. Yo, so Quee says House Party was dope. Yo, I say I put House Party up against Friday, right? I think I could put House Party up against Friday because both originals was dope.
Right.
Both sequels were let's say both sequels were rushed.
Right.
Let's say both sequels were rushed to get put out, right? And both thirds were kind of dope to me.
Yeah.
Because
I think House Party 3 is the most underrated out of the series.
Right.
There's so much gold in that movie. The whole table scene with Uncle Vesta, aka Bernie Mac, and
Right.
and Red. What's his real name?
Ronaldo
Comic
Ray.
Ronaldo Ray.
Ronaldo Ray. Right.
And,
Oh, I know you. They used to call you Jawbone.
Oh, damn it! Your hair do different, but damn it, he said, "Kid, let me tell you something. If people don't like you, F them.
Yeah.
You know, F them up with handcuffs on, crazy glue on their lips." I said, Bernie Mac stole every scene he was stealing. The 5 seconds Chris Tucker is on the screen, he steals it. I don't trust you, man. At the same
Johnny
time,
Booze.
man.
Yeah. Yo.
AJ Johnson and the gentleman who you remind me of, Freeze Love.
Yeah.
Con Catering.
Ex-Con Catering is hilarious,
Catering. And we'll take payment with them Adidas.
Yeah, we take them Adidas for partial payment. Yo, it's hilarious, bro.
Michael Collier as Showboat.
Oh my god, yeah, hilarious. Hilarious.
No, it was too much. It was too much gold. Now, granted, it wasn't. It can't touch one.
Right.
But I'm going to keep it funky. It's given 2 for me. For me, it's given 2 a run for his money, because I thought, in my personal opinion, I thought everybody should have. They brought everybody back except for Shorty, the female AJ Johnson, right?
Right.
And I was like, yo, we would want to see where that.
With that, what? Yeah.
Like how that goes, and you introduce a new character in Queen Latifah.
Right.
Who
was hot at the time.
Right.
Queen Latifah was hot at the time. She had a new album out, and she was everywhere. Getting into Hollywood, she was everywhere, bro. Because she had a joint called Latifah Had It Up to Here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And everybody knew Tretch wrote that, but Queen Latifah to look, because she sounded just like Tretch the whole time.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, she sounded like Tretch. Well, I wonder why. But yeah, my bad, man.
No, man. No. You didn't. I just thought Shireen, I wanted to see what happened with that character. I thought all of them going to college would have been dope, and then everybody branching off, and you get to see how because people change once they get to college. I've watched butterflies. I mean, people in their cocoons turn into butterflies in college.
Right.
I really didn't care for the Jamal character.
Right. Yeah.
I know he was part of like the alcoholics or something like that.
Nah, the young black teenagers.
The young black teenagers. And I remember seeing an interview with his saying black is a state of mind, and I was like, oh hell no. No.
But that's how he naturally was, though.
Yes.
He wasn't putting on the front. He was being his actual self. And there's a story that Martin Lawrence didn't like it, and they would get into fist fights on the set, him and Jamal. That's a story that Kid told. Kid told that story in an interview. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like my man was, what's up, Ron? Facilities fans in the building. What's good?
Yes, sir.
Man. Yeah, man.
Yo, GSJ's a nut. He said Shireen got pregnant and gave birth to Jody. That's why she was in part.
Wow.
Tap the bottle and twist the cap.
Yeah, you remember
the bottle and twist the cap.
Yo, so there's a story about the young black teenagers, bro.
Yeah.
So what happened is what people don't know is Group A was Busta Rhymes, Dinko D, Charlie Brown, and Malo, right? Group B was Jamal and all his boys,
mm-hmm.
right? and Chuck D put a name up on the board. Them, leaders of the new school. Tomorrow, y'all are gonna battle for this name, leaders of the new school. And the song y'all got to come up with. Y'all got to come up with a song dissing the old school, right? And what happened is Group A, Busta Rhymes, Charlie Brown, Milo, Nico D, they beat out Group B, and that's how they got the name Leaders of the New School. Chuck D created that name out on the island, right? Group A wins, and then Group A is called Leaders of the New School. Group B is called the Young Black Teenagers. Oh, Benny. Okay. Benny just ate one of my shoes. Benny legit weighs 7 pounds, and he destroyed a 3-pound shoe. Thank you, Benny. Yeah.
Danny Landis, you was at the Wiz in Flushing, Queens, sir. Who are you?
Like, who is this Danny Landis guy? Who is this Danny Landis guy? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Danny, yo.
Yeah, shout out to Danny. Okay. Bodega Wi-Fi. I'm glad you brought this up. Was you finished? I'm sorry.
No, yeah. No doubt.
Okay. Zebrahead. Zebrahead has given a certain guy a liberty to think that he is so down with the culture that he can do no wrong. Right. I think Zebrahead has put a battery in Michael Rappaport's back that needs to have been slapped out years ago. Okay? Like, I did give him some props. Yo, I have the biggest crush. If you want to know what Chuck's type is like in Boucher Harris. I like him dog. I love him dog.
You love him sooty black.
Yes, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And like, she was just like the finest to me. Her in Brooklyn with her little nose ring. For independent or small film, whatever that was, it was okay-ish, but it was just too much. Like, I don't know about you as a teenager. I didn't know a lot of teenagers that smoke crack.
Okay.
I didn't know too many crackheads who had guns.
Right.
And then I'm gonna leave it like that.
Right.
Yeah, she was dope she was dope in Dead Presidents. I mean, she was so sexy in Dead Presidents. She was fire and fresh. She was great. All right, I know I'm saying I'm using maybe not great, but I liked her in Blade. Yeah. Yeah, man. And Boucher Wright and Brooklyn Harris. Those from Zebrahead. Those were, I was like, yo. And I think that movie gave Michael Rappaport a hood pass, so to speak. And he's been walking loud and proud with that for over 30-something years, almost 40 years. And he don't deserve it.
What? Okay. So I'm not a fan.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And the thing about him is I'm not a fan of his, not because he's a bad actor, because he's not a bad actor. Right? Mm-hmm. Not because he's bad for the culture, because he's not terrible for the culture. Right? My dislike is sometimes he just needs to shut the fuck up. I mean, just basically.
Yes.
I mean, the Knicks stuff. Michael Rappaport, listen, we understand that we suck, bro. You don't have to go on places like the Breakfast Club and bash the Knicks for an hour and a half. And then the way he whined about it. What? Michael Rappaport, man, be a man, bro. Be a man. You don't have to sound like a tea kettle, bro. You know what I'm saying? Be a man, Michael Rappaport. Yo, what is that, bro? I know, I understand that certain people speak a certain way, right? But like we use filler words, like people from hoods use filler words. Yeah, like we'll say, listen. Well, we was already listening. You just said listen 4 times for no reason. Or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't have to say, you know. And I was using the filler word just now, you know. We do that, right?
Right.
We do that, right? But Michael Rappaport, like talking about the Tribe Called Quest beef, that really frustrated me, right? Because I'm a Tribe Called Quest fan. Like I'm talking about a super fan. I bought all their stuff. The name of this channel is in homage to a Tribe Called Quest song, vibes and stuff.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I'm saying? I mean, it could have been Butter, Strictly Butter, baby, Strictly Butter. It could have been, the name of the channel could have been I Left My Wallet in El Segundo, or Bonita Applebum, or
Hot Sex on a Platter.
Yeah.
No, I'm just playing.
Yeah, or Conrad Tokyo. And speaking of which, the last Tribe Called Quest album I think was kind of dope. You know what I'm saying? But here's my thing though, Michael Rappaport, man. All relationships are not going to be ideal, right? All relationships are not going to be ideal, but some relationships are operational relationships and not love relationships. Right? Michael Rappaport, you should know that. You had a movie called Zebrahead. You should know that for sure. That all relationships are not love relationships. Some relationships are going to be operational. Sometimes you kick it with people just to get a job done. That's just what it is. But to everybody, every time something about the culture, hey, Michael Rappaport, what is mumble rap? What? This mumble rap thing. Man, shut the get out of here, bro. We understand mumble rap we understand mumble rap. We understand drill. You know what I'm saying? We understand these things, bro. They here. They may be here, gone tomorrow. But why they here, man? Chill out, bro. You know what I'm saying? This whole thing of I saw somewhere where somebody said that they'd like to see a Rakim versus Nas rap battle. Just some random. This was, I still had the truck, so this may have been like 4 years ago. Okay. It's 2022, so this might have been like 5 years ago. Somebody just randomly, I would love to see Nas versus Rakim because I think both of them dust Big Daddy Kane. Big Daddy Kane ain't nothing. This is what they were saying, right? Mm-hmm. Michael Rappaport. You like, Michael Rappaport, God dog, man. Chill, bro. Chill. You know what I'm saying? Like, he did a Tribe Called Quest documentary, right?
Yeah, the documentary. I was iffy on that, man. Like, listen, like, go ahead. Finish what you were saying, because I was.
Go ahead.
Man, like, I was iffy on that only because of who it was. Like, I like the fact that Tribe is getting a documentary, but then it's Michael Rappaport, and I was like, he's gonna make it corny. He's gonna be in it a lot more than what he should be. Right. This is what I'm thinking, because I'm like, how big of a Tribe fan are you? Because what I found out is that, and even myself to a certain extent, I'm a casual fan of certain things. like I might enjoy rap as a whole, right? I might be a rap fan as a whole, but there might be certain uh styles or subgenres that I'll be more in tune with than others, right? And then I know people like saying things for cool points.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, so name your top five, rap groups of all time. Oh, you gotta say Tribe. Well, why do you gotta say Tribe? Well, I mean, of course, Q-Tip, y- but why you say Tribe? What was it about Tribe? Oh, because it's cool to say Tribe.
Because
Okay.
it's cool to
All right.
say Tribe. Yep.
Okay. All right, cool. Like, did you really have Midnight Marauders? Did you really have the Low End Theory? Did you
Yes, I
really
got
have
it.
those albums? Did you
Yeah, yeah.
like I had all the I had yo man, I got every album. Not every album. But once Columbia and BMG and all those where you could get 11 CDs for a penny.
Right.
Oh man, Clifford Brown got 11 CDs. Gerald Green got 11 CDs. Barbara Marx got 11 CDs. Y'all was just getting CDs, and I was like, I'm never buying. And of course, those companies went under.
Yeah. Right.
I don't know why they thought that was going to work. Who's going to buy them?
Right. Uh,
Who's going to buy CDs once you gave it to them? Like, make a promise that in the next year you'll purchase one CD from us at regular price.
that's how UMG took over. It was the biggest scam. UMG did that to put people out of business and take over, and that's exactly what they did. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Oh man.
man. Yeah, and not to get on Tribe too heavy, but a Tribe Called Quest. So we came along. We were about the same age, and these dudes were saying stuff like they had songs on the albums. Like some of the songs on the albums was so dope that she's like, why wasn't this a single? Like Show Business, when Derek X said, although I smoked a pound of herbs, I'm still nice with the verbs. So F what you heard. I was like, oh, this gotta be a single right here. My man said, although I smoked a pound of herbs, I'm still nice with the verbs. And y'all know how Sadat X voice sound. Oh, whiny. Although I smoked a pound of herbs, I'm still nice with the verbs. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I was like, yo, what? How is Butter Baby Strictly Butter not a single? The albums be so, man. The albums be so dope. You know what I'm saying? Yo, DSJ, me and my homeboy sat in a room and like, yo, what is pink cookies in a plastic bag getting crushed by builders? What is that? When we first heard it, right? So we sat there for like 6 hours, right? Just rewinding it back. And then it dawned on us, LL said it. And the first thing LL says on the song is pink cookies in a plastic bag. LL says, the act of making love is pink cookies in a plastic bag getting crushed by buildings. And we was like, we sat there for 6 hours. We was like, what you people don't lost their mind, right? Because I didn't buy 14 shots to the dome first. Because LL had a couple of albums that was let's just say LL was 1 out of 4 with some albums. Let's say Walking with the Panther was not quite it, right? The joint with big old butt on it, because Tina got a big old butt. And then he comes out with since Walking with a Panther was a dud, the first line you hear off of Mama Said Knock You Out is, "Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years," right? Because Walking with a Panther was a dud, right?
It was trash.
Yeah. Right. And then he comes out with what's the joint that came out in '92? Was it 14 Shots at the Dome?
The 14 Shots at the Dome either came out in 92,
93, something like that.
93.
And it had two joints on there. Backseat, which was dope.
Backseat in my Jeep, we swinging episode.
And he had and Pink Cookies in a Plastic Bag was on there. But everything else was I. And then he come out with Mr. Smith on it. With Mr. Smith. Mr. Smith was dope. Mr. Smith had Hey Lover and Ron, this is your alley. The Still Knicks fans, this is right up your alley. You're supposed to be helping us with this, Ron. What's going on? Ron just don't know music, man.
Let me see. Hey Lover, Hey Lover was on there doing it. I Shot You.
Yeah.
Papa Love It, the way he
Yeah.
does it, the way I does it. Yeah. Hollister Hollywood. Now, is it good? Yeah. Lounging is on there. Yeah, Mr. Smith was a good one. It was a good one.
Yeah.
It was a good one. And this was Mr. Smith was 95, and that's when he made the complete flip, the complete switch, where he was hitting you with the R&B banger and the street anthem. Because I Shot You remix to this day is hard.
Yes.
Everybody murdered it.
Everybody
murdered it.
Yeah.
Everybody murdered it. The young Fat Joe, Prodigy probably had the best verse. The Illuminati want my mind, soul, and my body. Secret society trying to keep their eye on me, but I'ma stay incognito until they can't find me. Until my move strategically to God. I'm similar, iller than a chess player. I had it for a second and I lost it. But anyway, it was crazy. Foxy, the young Foxy Brown.
Yeah.
Killed it.
Yeah.
And L kept doing that, coming with the R&B, the one that's going to get all the rotational spin.
The radio joint, yeah.
And then the street record to let them, I can still rap.
Yep. And it didn't, and you know what? And the cool part is Trackmasters was in their bag.
Yes. At that time, yes.
Trackmasters was like, I'm going to take an old R&B joint and I'm going to put the hardest lyrics possible and then have a chick sing on it. It's a formula. I mean, it's a formula. You know what I'm saying? The
better
goodness.
remix? Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh man. That's tough.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Because I think it all boils down to who has the better verse, Remy or Foxy Brown.
Remy.
Okay. Then it's
and I'm gonna say Remy had the better verse because I know Remy wrote her verse.
Yeah.
And that's just it. No diss, but I know that a lot of those weren't writing their records.
But Keith Murray and Prodigy on the same song, and they had beef. They had beef. They had real life beef. Keith Murray slapped Prodigy across the mouth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And LL got them on the same song.
Same record.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go. I'm still gonna go with I Shot Ya, even though Annie Up remix when it comes on, I'm shoving everybody. I don't care if it's babies, old ladies. You shouldn't have been out here. Let's go.
Right.
Uh,
Everybody. Aliens, kindergartners.
yeah, everybody.
Mailman,
The boat. You shouldn't be out here. Annie Up song, man.
Yeah. Pastors, everybody getting it. Yeah. Pastor, you made me dirty up your robe. You shouldn't be out here when Annie Up is on. You know what I'm saying?
The only thing about Annie Up remix that I didn't like, there was one guy on that song that I felt like, yo, he shouldn't have been on the song. I don't know if he owed somebody, like he was somebody's friend, but whoever that cat was did not belong on that record.
On Annie Up?
Annie Up.
Yeah.
Don't say hi when you see me. I'm on the guest list. Whoever that dude is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Scrap that verse.
Whose man is that? Whose man is that? Yeah.
Whose man is this?
Yeah.
Wow.
Is it better than Flavor in Your Ear remix?
God.
All I know is on the all I know is Chuck Nolan. All right. So I'm a Craig Mack fan. I think the dude is one of the most underrated rappers to ever breathe breath, right?
Right.
In my opinion. I think him, K Solo, Richie Rich are guys that are not brought up in the pantheon of great rappers, right? They should. Slick Rick, another. Slick Rick is another. Right? I was at my auntie house on Carteret in the kitchen, right? Cooking hamburgers. This was I think this was the shirtless summer. The shirtless summer.
Okay.
Cooking hamburgers. My auntie bought lettuce and tomatoes and onions and cheese. Like she got the cheese slice from the deli, right? So I got this stuff all on the table. I'm going to make my auntie some, we about to eat cheeseburgers and watch some TV. I think we about to watch this joint called Carlito's Way. For those that don't know, Carlito's Way is a classic joint you might want to go back and watch.
Right.
That and this joint called The Bronx Tale. Right? But anyway, I got Carlito's Way, rented it, whatever. In the kitchen, making cheeseburgers, grease popping everywhere. And I hear the bottles, the Coke bottles tap together. Bad boy, come on. I'm like, okay, another bad boy joint? I'm like, oh, okay. So I run out of the kitchen. Mind you, I got the eye on 10, right? I didn't know how to cook back then. I got the eye on 10, right? These burgers gonna be black on the outside, and guess what on the inside? Pink. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So anyway, my aunt's like, hey, turn it down to 4 and put some water in the pan. She was a professional cook. She had cooked up at Vincent's up the street on the corner. Yeah, people like to call them bodegas. I think we used to call them, I don't know what we did, the corner store, whatever. So I hear Biggie verse. I remember him from the party in DS, right? So he say, yours is mad. I get more butts than ashtrays. F the fair one, I get mine the fast way, ski mask way, ransom notes, far from handsome. But they told more guns than roses, shows us. They too invisible bully like the gooch. Say that moose you whack to me. Take them rhymes back to the factory. I see the gimmicks, the whack lyrics, the depressing. Forget it. Please, you're pathetic. Please forget it. You're mad because my style you're admiring. Don't be mad. UPS is hiring. I'm like, oh my God. He murdered Craig Mack on his own joint. And then I heard Craig Mack part. I was like, yo, I was like, yo, I know Craig Mack ain't about to get murdered on his own joint. Craig Mack come through, his verse is alright. He kind of saved us up. He alright. But then there's like Last Boy Scout, and then there's a Busta Rhymes, and then at the end, because I wasn't excited about Busta Rhymes because at the time, Busta Rhymes was on everybody's stuff.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? 94, 95, summer 94. Busta Rhymes was on everybody's stuff, man. Everybody. If you did,
He was closing everybody records out.
Right. And it was either Clark Kent, was it DJ Clark Kent was either doing your remix. Everybody, R&B singers, rappers, it didn't matter. DJ Clark Kent was doing everybody's stuff. Everybody remix, right? And Busta Rhymes. And then I was like, then I saw LL at the end. I'm like, wait a minute. They got Biggie, Busta, LL all on the same song with Craig Mack. I'm like, okay, this might be the greatest remix and posse cut at the same time. It might have been. Right? And this is me thinking short term because just 2 years before that, I heard this joint called the Scenario Remix. Right?
Right.
Which I thought was the greatest remix and posse cut at the same time. And to be honest with you, the dude Kid Hood, yo, if that dude had said, if him and Big L had stayed alive, bro, I think that the greatest rapper of all time conversation might be a little bit different. Especially if Big L had stayed alive. You know what I'm saying? Especially. Now, it could be up for debate because rappers get better over the years, right? Rappers get better over the years. But Big L was definitely on the way to be something special.
There were a few guys that you could definitely put into that category, because Christopher Rios could have definitely been one of those guys that gotten better with time, and I felt like because he didn't even get a chance to get into a prime yet. Like he wasn't even like Pun wasn't scratching the surface of his prime. Like he was just getting ready.
Right.
And Big L, like those two probably pack so much into their rhyme. Because they'll hit you with the double time, but it'll be so many bars in between there. Like I knew Pun was different when, okay, so it's online where there's a cipher. It's like John Forte, DMX, Big Pun, who else is at that table? Mos Def, just a bunch of dope rappers from that era, and they're just sitting down. I guess they were eating, but then they started rhyming, and Cannabis was there, and Cannabis was like, "Yo, man, everything I've been through, I think I should go last on this because going last at that time meant you was the closer, you the cleanup guy, right?" And Pun looked at him like, "Oh yeah, you want to go after me? Okay." And Pun commenced to whooping that. Yo, Pun. I was like, "Yo, this dude is crazy nice."
Right.
And he just kept going and kept going, and I knew what that was about. Like, yeah, like yo, you nice, but I'm nice.
Yeah, you ain't me.
You want to go after me? Okay, well, I'm a hard act to follow, so let's go.
Right.
And then Cannabis had to spit his second round knockout verse, which not even to me, you go back and listen to that. That's got to be in the top 5 disc records of all time.
Right.
It absolutely has to be.
Right.
And there are only a handful of records that top that in my opinion. Like, No Vaseline is ahead of it.
Of course. Oh my God. Because you ain't never heard no diss record like that before, No Vaseline, bro.
Nope.
When you call people out by name.
Yep.
And because before that, it was innuendo. Like, oh, he might be talking about. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. The bridge is over. Yeah, I mean.
Like that even the bridge is in the top 10, but it ain't the top 5.
Right.
Because the top spot, I don't care how you feel about it, it has become a noun.
Okay.
You got Ether.
Yeah.
So it's no one says, yo, you got taken over. Ooh, he got took over. No, he got Ether.
Yeah.
Ether.
The takeover was fly though. It was cute.
The takeover was
it's top 30 in my opinion, but it ain't Ether. It ain't No Vaseline.
And people so well. I like the production, like the takeover was a better song. I mean, Ether was, but it wasn't about a song. It was about a diss record.
Yeah, it wasn't about the radio.
No, not at all. I remember when Ether dropped, bro. I remember walking onto South Carolina State's main campus, coming through the main gates, and walking past Maze 1, aka the Hood.
Right.
And all you heard was boom. I was like, yo, what whack beat is that?
Yeah.
And then I heard, oh, Jay-Z. Wait, what? Who was that? I walk in the dorm. When I say everybody was playing it, everybody was playing it. Every single person was playing it, and my man came running down. It was like, "Yo, your man just killed him! Oh,
Yeah.
we didn't think he had it in him." I just remember. I remember No Vaseline, and I'm gonna put Come Clean in my top 5 because everybody keep forgetting, or at least rewriting history,
Right.
and act like Big was so loved by everybody.
Everybody in Brooklyn that in love.
Nah, man, Brooklyn. Yeah, man. Tupac Hit 'Em Up is absolutely in the top 5. Absolutely in the top 5.
Was that the Get Money beat that was on? They did Hit 'Em Up.
Yep. Same beat.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I remember when corny ass kid and punk ass play or something like that. Like, nah, that ain't up there. That's in the 50s or something like that, as far as diss records.
Right.
Common, the Bitch in You is my 6th man, because we didn't expect Common to reply
come out like that. Yeah.
Right. We ain't expect him to do that. And personally, I think Q went at Common only because he felt like he could do that to Common. Because I was like, there's no way you listened to I Used to Love Her and thought he was dissing the West Coast.
Right.
There was no way. He was just talking about the evolution of hip hop, how hip hop started on one coast, goes out there. I'm not salty that she was with the boys in the hood.
Right. And that's to me, that's a top 200 rap song all time. Easy. I Used to Love Her is easily a top 200 rap song of all time. Right? Easily.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Just the concept, the structure, the flow, the beat, all of it it was perfection. The Ether beat is trash. Ron Browse is I'm gonna say this, and I know I probably shouldn't say this because hey man, I don't make every beat dope either. But that beat, trash. Pop Champagne, fire.
A-Rap Bunny, fire.
Fire.
You know what I'm saying?
But Ether, and
Yeah.
that's the power of Ether. The beat wasn't that dope, but it fit. And for me that's always been the difference between Nas and Jay. Like Nas didn't need the dopest beat to say the dopest stuff. Now sometimes I wish some of the beats were a little doper, but that was just a prime example of being able to be so dope that I made a whack beat dope. Because even Ron Browse was running around calling himself Ether Boy, and I was like, bro, that's your worst beat. Right. You should be the Pop Champagne guy, not Ether Boy. Nah, man.
Yeah. I think that Ether beat, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I just want to give it some love, right? So I think the Ether beat is a decent beat. I think it's more of a West Coast beef beat. Like I could see WC and them rapping on the Ether beat, right? I could see because the instrumentation on it, the keys and stuff on it is definitely not East Coast New York City, right? Definitely not. Would I say it's a terrible beat? Nah. Would I say it's a misunderstood? For instance, I could play that same beat without Nas rapping on it, right? Without Nas rapping on it, and just play it for people that's out west, and they would love that beat. But like, hey man, listen, Underground Kings would kill this Ether beat. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, like, you know what I'm saying, Memphis Boys would get on that and they would love it. You know what I'm saying? That's their style of beat, right? And I'll give you a beat that I think it may be overrated that people love. The Jadakiss, We Gonna Make It, right? People like, oh, that beat is fire.
It is.
And I'm like, is it really fire? Is it? Chuck, I don't know. You got to explain this one to me, bro.
Yeah, that beat is absolutely fire. Yeah.
Oh,
that, yeah.
Oh, okay,
yeah. That beat is absolutely fire. Go watch Just Blaze versus not Just Blaze, Alchemist versus it was Just Blaze. It was Just Blaze. Watch what happened when he dropped that joint. the whole building went nuts. And that was in Atlanta.
Okay.
It was in Atlanta when that joint dropped, because I forgot the name of the sample. But basically that beat is just a loop. He added some, some drums and some percussions to it, but it's basically a loop. Man, that joint. Oh, frails, boy. When my dope come in, they're gonna have to use the skills that they weigh the whales with. Carson's on the Jeep. Man, listen.
I think Styles P and Jada just the beat is okay. So a dude told me that's a top 5 beat of all time, right? We Gonna Make It is a top 5 beat.
Top 5 beat of all time. I'll say top 10. I'll say top 10. I don't know about top 5.
10? Oh God! See, now we got that. Now we got to have the conversation. Now we got to have the conversation, Chuck, because I don't think it's top 10. I don't think it's.
Let's do it.
I think it's like
this one.
Okay, so here's my stance, right?
Okay.
Here's my stance on it. I'm I'm wobbly on calling it top 50. Right? I'm saying it's top 50, but I'm wobbly because I want it to be higher. Right? But then when you think about all the beats that have ever come out in rap music, we gonna make it as top 10.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
I do. It is.
Okay. All right.
You know what? And maybe that's just, and that could be bias. That absolutely can be bias on my part.
Top
Like
10,
that's
bro.
my yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Okay. So let's do it. Let me pull something up, and we'll list the top 10 beats of all time. Right. Let me see. Top 10 rap beats of all time. And we're not gonna do let's not do a specific order. Let's just list 10 songs. Can we do it that way?
All right.
That way we won't argue over who's number 7 and who's number 4 and all that. We'll just list 10 joints.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So we don't make it is there, right? That's one. Right. Right.
Shook Ones.
Oh God, dog it, Chuck, you beat me to it. Shook Ones Part 2, right?
Yep. Shook Ones Part 2. Yep.
Chat, what y'all got? Y'all got any other beats?
Reminisce Over You.
Oh yes, that's God, Chuck, we running out of room fast, bro. Reminisce. Who else? All right, chat, what we got, y'all? Annie Up? Y'all think Annie Up is up there? Annie Up remix? Oh, the message definitely got to be. I don't know. The message. I think the song.
I think the song is dope. I don't know.
The beat. I don't think the beat is. Yeah. Let me find a resource. Let me find top 100 rap beats ever. Hey, guess what the first song that come up?
Mobb Deep's Burning.
Huh?
Which one?
The Message.
The Message.
As soon as I did the search, the first song come up is The Message. Okay. I feel like I gotta add it now. Okay, I'll add The Message. Let me see. All About the Benjamins. How do you like that? I like it, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
I like it. Nah, because are you gonna put it up there before Come Clean? Or are you gonna put it up there before Mass Appeal?
Is Come Clean Mass Appeal? You want me to put Come Clean in that Mass Appeal?
Yeah, Come Clean. Man, that beat is so crazy.
Okay.
Okay.
What about Grinding by the Clips?
You gotta put it up there because you have a beat when it makes it to the lunchroom table.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Paid in Full.
The song, yes.
Okay.
The beat, no.
The song, yes. The beat, no. Okay. All right.
Like the song is is absolutely a top 10 record. But if we're just talking about the beat for that joint, nah, man. Yeah, definitely
about,
deep. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, man. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. No, I'm going through like this list of joints.
What
yeah,
about
Grinding.
Whoa? You like Whoa?
It ain't top 10.
So I pulled up the list of top 100 beats of all time, and Jadakiss "We Gon' Make It" is 56.
They're smoking crack. Who put
No,
that?
according to the now, this is somebody's opinion. Now, this is not what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at a list, and as a matter of fact, let me share. I'll show you the list that I'm talking about.
All right. So y'all looking at the top 20 greatest hip hop beats of all time, and a lot of these beats wouldn't be up there.
Okay, so this is what I'm looking at right here. You see what's number one, right?
I can't.
The Message. The Message.
Okay.
So the top 10 is The Message, Nothing But a G Thing, Shook Ones Part 2, They Reminisce Over You, Cream, Juice, No The Ledge, Top Billin', Scenario, New York State of Mind, and It's All About the Benjamins. Oh, Dead President. Yo, Dead Presidents, bro. Come on, man. While y'all spit that Wonder Rama-ish, me and my how you go when y'all spit that?
No, I don't agree with that list that you're really reading from, Bodega. I don't agree with that list. I looked at that list too from Double XL. I don't agree with half of that stuff.
Oh, the Touch It remix. Oh man.
The Touch It remix is not better than Put Your Hands Where My Eyes Can See.
That might need to be on the list. That beat is so fire.
That beat is crazy. That's what I'm
saying.
saying. Like I like some of these songs that's on that Double XL list. All right, they cool records, but the beats is like Nas is like I think Nas is like was one of Premier's best joints.
Right. Rebel Without a Pause, bro, got to be up here. In my opinion, man, Rebel Without a Pause, bro. Man.
Yeah, Rebel what like
the Symphony. The Symphony not up here?
The Symphony or the Symphony 2000?
I still take this.
Or just the Symphony. All right. Yeah.
I think I got because when I heard it, I thought it was at the time top 3 beat I had ever heard in my life. The Symphony, right? You want to let's add the Symphony up here just to be fair, right?
And see, and that's crazy because the bombs like. Yeah, you're absolutely right about that. Bodega Wi-Fi. Not just the beat. I've been Willie bicycling. Jay steals everybody's stuff. The Triumph, that's crazy. Like it's hard. You know what? Let's not do this list.
Because if you don't put RZA, if no
because RZA got like 10 joints.
right. Because I got like 10 joints. If RZA don't make it, if the Wu-Tang Clan don't make it, because we gonna make it in the top 10, I don't know.
All right. Now, see, there you go, dog. Bark at that nonsense, because your owner don't know what he's talking about.
What,
Yo,
give me, so we gonna
if
make
I
it the
play
top
that
10?
joint right now, everybody loses their minds.
I'm not saying that it's not a dope song, bro. I'm not even saying that it won't be 11. What I'm saying is that top 10, you gotta, and man, there's some real contenders, bro.
Oh, like that's why, like when I looked at the double XL, I'm like, nah, man. Like there's so many better, like overall songs. You could make an argument for some of these in the top 20 for overall songs, but just the beat, like Mobb Deep's "The Burning," like that beat is so crazy. The Beat Nuts. What was the name? What was the name? Beat Nuts. Yes, that's exactly what I meant.
What about Bad Boys by Shine?
No, they ain't in the top nothing.
What?
They ain't in the top nothing. That song is dope.
Okay. Quiet Storm. Quiet Storm, bro. What about Quiet Storm? Man.
Dope record. It's a dope record. It's not. Again, man, like I definitely
I think the fact that Planet Rock wasn't even mentioned is a travesty. The fact that Planet Rock has not even been mentioned, I think, man.
As a beat, as I don't like. I don't think Still Tipping beat is crazy, but I love that song.
Right.
I love that song. Still tip the fofos, ripping fofos.
Yeah.
Like I love that record.
I like that.
See, when we talk about, yes, those records, a lot of these records are crazy. The Triumph, crazy, but I think Run, I like Run better as a beat.
I like Air Force One's beat, bro.
Nelly's Air Force One?
Yes. You don't like that, bro?
When
Come on, man. Come on, man. Can we show somebody outside of New York some love, bro?
Yeah, we absolutely. AT Aliens.
AT Aliens?
The AT Aliens. I think that beat is dope.
I like Elevators. Better. I like Elevators better, bro.
Spody Odiolicious or whatever that, however you say it. Spody Odi.
Right.
Crazy.
Right. Can we add Hail Mary to the list? I mean, can we stop? Can we just add Hail Mary?
I think it's the song, man. I don't think it's the beat. Because if you were gonna say that, I would rather Thug Love with Bone Thugs and Harmony. I thought that beat was harder than Hail Mary.
Mind playing trick. I mean, there's so many joints. There are so many joints to put in this top 10. I mean, man, listen, I honestly think two beats. I know I'm gonna get laughed at because they radio darlings, right? All right. So I like Supersonic by JJ Fad, and I like It Takes Two by Ron Bass and Easy Rock, right?
Yeah, that beat.
I love those beats. Now, are they top 10? I'm not for sure. I definitely know they should be in the conversation.
Dun, 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 dun.
Nah.
Record, yes, it is one of those records, man.
93 Till is fire. But since they from Oakland, I know they ain't gonna get no love. They from Oakland. The Far Side ain't gonna get no love. Right? I already know that. They ain't gonna get no love.
Regulate, the beat for Regulate, that's crazy.
Yeah, but it's the same thing as Mind Playing Tricks. All it is the instrumental. It's Regulate is all it is the Michael McDonald instrumental. Ain't nothing to it. Because if that's then you gotta consider Mind Playing Tricks. I would like to throw in Back That Ass Up.
Oh, that beat might be in the top 10.
I personally think it's in the top 5, but for this conversation, bro.
Ding, 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 ding. Man, I want to dance now.
yeah, man.
No Cool G Rap. Which beat? Which beat? New York Knicks. Which beat? Which record?
No, Straight Out of Compton. Straight Out of Compton. Oh, Ill Street. Nah.
No, I'm asking him because he said no Cool G Rap. I'm saying which joint?
Cool G Rap is up there. He in the symphony.
Right. But I was thinking maybe he was referring to something off the album where the beat was just, you know, crazy. Ill Street Blues.
Ill Street Blues. I don't know if that's better than the Streets of New York. I mean,
it's a dope record.
I will say this. I think the Streets of New York might be top 10 greatest crafted work of all time in hip hop. Right? And I'm talking about the beat is fire, and I'm talking about the lyrics is fire, the storytelling is fire, the hook is fire. My man said, all my manpower for $4 an hour, I took the time to write rhymes in the shower. Right? On the streets of New York, dope fiends are fiending for morphine. TV screens showing homicide scenes.
Yeah. Those lyrics are just too
real.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's a joint that I forgot, and I'm gonna put this up here. I'm gonna just take Liberty and put this up here. Right, PSK.
Oh, PSK, what does that mean? Getting all of that cream.
I gotta put it up there because it changed the game.
Yeah.
Because PSK introduced gangsters into rap.
Yeah.
But before this, everybody was like dressed up like Confunction. Everybody looked like the Ohio Players before. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah. Okay. There's some really dope, because like Unbelievable Small is the illest. I think when it comes to is it that beat is fire. Yeah, those beats are fire. Like the RZA would take up a lot.
Yeah.
Because his sound was so unique. Just 36 Chambers is a masterpiece.
Yeah.
It's a masterpiece. Um, but his production, in my opinion, go listen to Liquid Swords.
Bro, we done listened to, we done heard it like 52 million times, bro. You just put that on when you like cleaning out your car. You outside cleaning out the car like on Saturday morning. You just put that on, yo. No skipping. Right?
Yeah, man. Liquid Swords, man, is crazy. Like that, man. He put his foot all in that. Yeah, like so. This might be a little harder because now when you talk about the hit records, like Benjamin's would definitely be there. As far as that beat, creating the because when you hear the beat, you automatically jump to that record, right? I say the same thing with In the Club. Like that beat is mad simple, but it hits. And Lean Back, mad simple.
Right.
But those two records rang off. I'm gonna throw this in there. I'm gonna throw this record in there because you kept saying somebody else that isn't from the East Coast. Production wise, we're talking about strictly the beat.
Right.
Ghost Town DJs, my boo.
Yeah, I got you.
That
Okay.
like the beat is fire.
Right. Okay. Okay.
I don't know if it's not top 10 though. It's
Yeah,
not. It's not top 10.
Okay.
But it should absolutely get where do you rank Little John's production?
Okay, let me ask before I get to Lil Jon, right? I want to ask you, how do you feel about Through the Wire, Jesus Walks, In Words in Paris, Otis, Flashing Lights?
I think Flashing Lights. Flashing Lights.
Oh, I forgot about Black Moon. Oh my God. Is this a top? Okay, so is this a top 10 rap beats of all time list?
I don't think because man, because as the more we talk and people throw out names, I think of actual production of the records, not just
Right.
the fact that I like the record, right?
Because I think the Scenario remix should be up here, in my opinion.
The Scenario remix should be on the list. Like okay, so like Double XL has a top 20, right?
Okay.
The first is Who Shot Ya, Grinding, Dead Presidents, Victory, Top Billing, Step into the Rapture, Touch It, The Light, Running, Whoa, Flavor in Your Ear, Keep It Real.
It's East Coast heavy, bro. It's East Coast heavy.
But yeah, I'm not gonna just throw it up there just to say, oh well, we put somebody from another region in there.
I understand. No.
I mean, anything that Premier did, you can't say that's East Coast. Premier's from from
But
Texas.
he based out of New York though. You know what I'm saying? He based out of New York, man. See, that ain't really fit. It's like the DOC. The DOC is considered West Coast, but he's from Texas. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And just like everyone screams West Side when it comes to Pac, but
He from where? Brooklyn or Baltimore?
Brooklyn, then Baltimore, by way of Baltimore.
Okay.
Who's better, DJ Clue or Kid Capri at what?
Live performance, I'm gonna say Kid Capri. Live DJing, Kid Capri. Studio production, DJ Clue.
There are no mixtapes more legendary than Clue. Maybe Doo-Wop. Nah, not even Doo-Wop. I think Clue took over that mixtape game.
And ran with it. Yeah, he just. But hey, Chuck, here's one. I think I want to add to the list, and it's beat only.
Beat only. Okay.
Hip Hop by Dead Prez.
Ooh.
Let me listen to it real quick. It just came to my mind.
That beat is hard, man.
Yeah, let me
hard.
Man. Let me see. I'm gonna try to listen to a snippet of it just real quick. Oh yeah. 212. Yeah. Yeah. This gotta be up there, man. Hip hop, hip hop, hip hop, hip hop, hip hop, hip hop. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That beat is fire.
Yeah, I gotta add it, bro. And what about In the Club by 50 Cent? I like In the Club.
In the club, yeah, man. In the club and Lean Back are very simple joints, but they hit. Those records were on top of the charts for weeks.
Yeah. Lean Back.
The club might have been, huh?
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Not Wankster. Wankster,
No,
that beat was trash, and the song was garbage. Down with the King.
I like Down with the King, and Pete Rock was coming off the Shut 'Em Down remix for Public Enemy.
Oh
the
my
Shut 'Em
God!
Down remix.
How's that not up there?
It is up there.
Okay.
Yeah, it's up there.
Okay, because I was about to say.
Yeah, and so in fairness to the conversation, we gonna make it as definitely a dope joint. But is it better than Shook One's Part 2? I'm gonna take Shook One's Part 2 off the list because we gonna make it as up there. Right? Everybody agree that Shook One's Part 2 should not be up here because we gonna make it.
Wait, it shouldn't be up here because of what?
Because we gonna make it as up here. Right? Or if Shook One's Part 2 stay and we gonna make it stay, then they reminisce over You Gotta Leave.
Uncle Freezy, Uncle Freezy, stop that.
but we can only we can only keep.
All right, you could take We Gonna Make It. You could take We Gonna Make It off. You can't take Shook One's Part 2 off at all. At all.
What about My Boo? What about My Boo? Can we take that off to keep?
Wait a minute, My Boo shouldn't be in no top 10.
But you said it.
I said, yo, My Boo should be considered.
Okay.
because you were
That's my
saying that.
mistake. My mistake. I thought you
Yeah.
wanted to be up there. My mistake.
Nah, heck no.
My mistake, y'all. That's my mistake.
Because you said I didn't mention any. It was all East Coast heavy. I didn't mention anywhere else, and I just like that beat is. Even if I didn't hear the song, I still like the record. I still like the beat very much.
Okay.
You could take We Gonna Make It off. We Gonna Make It can be further down the list. It don't have to be top 10, but definitely My Boo shouldn't be in the top 10.
I think all these songs are. Let me. And yo, for the record, everybody, no pun intended, man, it's tough. It's tough doing it's tough doing a top anything of all anything. You know what I'm saying? Because certain songs, like when Chuck said "We Gonna Make It," I was like, yo, I'm with him. But there are at least 20 songs that I prefer all time over "We Gonna Make It." Right? I mean, and no disrespect to Jadakiss, "We Gonna Make It," because I love the Lox. The Lox might be my favorite group. Might be. I ain't gonna say for sure because like other people, I have the right to change my mind.
Absolutely.
Right? Because sometimes it's Houdini. Because I go back and reminisce about Houdini and how much better they were than Run DMC. It's ridiculous. Right? Run DMC, bro. It's ridiculous how much better Houdini was than Run DMC. But Run DMC was so simple and B-boy that you got to love it. Because when you hear Peter Piper, you're like, oh my God, Peter Piper's a classic. And Peter Piper should have been on his top 10 list because Peter Piper was one of the first dope B-boy beats that we ever heard. Because Peter Piper picked the pepper and wrote rhymes. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know.
Yeah. You know what? We would have to. I hate doing it like this. We would have to sit down and then really go through all of them, because I'm thinking of joints now. Like, it's kind of like those beats were fire, but I don't know if they're of all time. Shook Ones has to be top 10 because it is synonymous with hip hop. It is synonymous with. When you hear that, if you're at a radio station and you're a rapper, and that beat comes on, you know what's happening.
Right.
It's nothing cute about
What
it.
about Sucker MCs though, Chuck? What about Sucker MCs by Run DMC?
That beat is crazy. But
dude just bust out and said, "I'm light skinned. I live in Queens. I love to eat chicken and collard greens." I mean, come on, man. The beat is ridiculous, bro.
Yes, but Primo is considered New York. Okay. Oh yeah, I was just listening to that today. This morning, the Gangstar featuring Nice and Smooth. I was just listening to that this morning.
Yeah, man.
What we do is a classic record.
Right.
I think some of y'all are misconstruing even what we're doing. Like, yeah, we can name classic records. Talking about the beat. That's it.
Yeah, we just talk about the beats.
Just the beat.
Yeah.
Because there are definitely classic records and the beats weren't all that great, or they were very simple. Yeah, they're very simple joints.
Like Do What You Like by Digital Underground.
Oh man.
The lyrics wasn't dope. The beat wasn't fire, but the concept and everything together
Yeah, together
made
it
a
was.
classic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Redman had a bunch of fire joints on his albums.
Yeah.
I don't think Eric Sermon gets enough. I don't think he gets enough credit as a super producer.
And I feel like, Chuck, I gotta bow out because I feel like I'm going to start dissing Premier. I feel like I'm about to start dissing DJ Premier, right? Because we put Premier, man, we put DJ Premier on this pedestal, bro. And Eric Sermon, come on, man. Prince Paul, come on. Prince Paul had fire hits with 3 different groups, bro. 3.
Yeah.
4. Was it 4? 4 different groups?
De La,
Public Enemy.
Public Enemy. Yeah.
I'm sorry, not Public Enemy, but Stetsasonic. Stetsasonic, De La Soul, Grave Diggers. I mean, oh. Pete Rock gets no love? Large Professor?
Large Pro.
Oh, Ambitions of a Rider is that's my joint, bro. Oh. And not to mention Teddy Riley. Because before Teddy Riley was doing Gap, he was doing stuff. Teddy Riley produced The Show. Yeah, man, Teddy Riley.
See, and
Teddy Riley had everybody in the Teddy Riley had everybody shaking out their Jerry curl doing a WAP. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on, man. Teddy Riley,
the Hammerstein Ballroom, yeah. Shout out to Hammerstein. Yeah, man. I when it comes to hip hop production, there's so much you have to go back and listen to, because even some of the stuff that we like is just a remake of something from the 80s.
Ice Baby. I mean, damn people.
Like,
and I understand it. I understand it's an instrumental, but yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But people forget about, like, we didn't even talk about Rump Shaker. Bro, when Rump Shaker came, bruh. When hey, I heard 2 songs at the same time, right? For the first time. I heard 2 songs, or 3, was it 3 songs? 2 songs for sure, at the same time for the first time. Right? I heard what's the joint? I forgot, dog it. He was on Loud Records.
Loud.
Buckshot Shorty and them. Who got the props?
Who got the props?
I heard Who Got the Props for the first time, right? Because it was on a VHS. And then right after that was Rump Shaker. And I was like, yes, hip hop is saved.
Wait, because you heard Rump Shaker, hip hop was saved?
Yes. Yeah, hip hop is saved. Not because of Rump Shaker itself, right? Not because of Rump Shaker itself, but because you can get hip hop from other areas. Because listen, when hip hop is all New York, hip hop will die, bro. I'm sorry, and I'm sorry to all the New Yorkers. I'm not trying to be disrespectful to the place that y'all stay. That's not what I'm saying. But when hip hop is all New York, hip hop is dead. Right? When everybody else got to listen to, like when you got to listen to a Nas Jay-Z beef and ain't nothing else in hip hop going on, hip hop is dead, bro.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
There was more going on than Jay and Nas beef, but I mean the South been in control of rap for the past 20 years, and,
Right.
and if you ask me, it's been dead for a while.
But the thing is with the South though, the South is not one place. The South is the South is like 4 different Souths. You know what I'm saying? It's like the South, and then you got the dirty South, and then you got crunk, and then you got bass. So it's like all this, you know what I'm saying? And then you got the pockets of, you know what I'm saying? So the South is not like, for instance, it's like New York is not all New York. New York is not just Brooklyn rappers. New York is Brooklyn rappers. That's a style. Queens rappers. That's a style. Now you got Rochester rappers. You got Bronx rappers. You got Staten Island, Long Island rappers. You know what I'm saying? You got Jersey rappers who are New York rappers just from a different place because they rap the same. They just from a different place. Right? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. But the like West Coast is weird because Oakland rappers are not LA rappers. Like LA rappers are more gangster. You know, this hood, this gangster lifestyle. Oakland rappers are more street life pimping, dope game, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, man. I mean, down south, you're gonna get based up. You can hit big booty holes, hump with that, you know, and then you got crunk from the window to the wall. If you don't give in there, I don't give a. You got that. Then you got down. Then you got southern rappers like. Then you got dirty South rappers. Tear the club up. Tear the club up. Tear the club. I mean, it's so many. Yeah, man. I mean, you got so many. You know, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful to one area or another, but when hip hop is solely focused in one place, it dies, bro. Like, remember when hip hop was all West Coast, and even East Coast rappers was trying to sound West Coast? Yeah, this thing is dead.
And so you don't think it is dead now, being in the South, just because there different sounds coming out of the South? Because there are different sounds come out of Queens,
Yeah.
Brooklyn, Westchester, Yonkers.
Right.
Jersey dudes don't sound like New York.
You don't think so?
Nah, man. Oh, side note. To anybody from Jersey, y'all better go out and support that Ransom. Ransom's album. That boy rhyming out of his mind. He's been doing it for years. He's been, slept on from his days with the A-Team, him, Joe Budden, Fab, Paul Kane, Ransom, No Rest for the Weary.
Right.
Better than Push's album. It's better than Push's album. I know people are really on that Mr. Morale and the High Steppers, that Kendrick joint.
Right.
Yeah, Ransom. Yeah, that Ransom joint might be.
Wow.
It's up there. It's up there with that album, in my opinion. Like,
Okay.
he's rhyming. He is rhyming, and that guy's from Jersey. Ain't nobody from New York sound like that, bro.
Okay.
He's killing it. But I get what you're saying, and that's how everybody else looks at East. So when people say East Coast rap, they're only talking about New York,
New
right?
York. Yeah, New
Right?
York. Yeah, New York, New Jersey, some New Jersey.
But
I mean, because
that's not the East Coast. The East Coast is from Maine to Florida,
yeah. Luke is East Coast.
right? But
Wale is East Coast.
right. But if you ask people, they're from the South. Anybody that is past the Mason-Dixon line or past Virginia is the South, and I'm like, okay, all right.
Anybody, anything past Philly is South when it comes to rap. That's just what it is, and it shouldn't be that way. But if you pass Philly, you down south. That's what you sound like to them, and it ain't fair. But we don't make the rules.
Because Texas don't sound like nobody.
Yeah.
Texas sounds like nobody. Memphis sounds like they from Memphis.
Yes. But they will drag one word for a bar. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Sipping on some scissor.
Scissor.
Yeah, man.
Yo, I love that record. Yo, that beat is nuts.
Yeah.
Those guys, DJ Paul and Juicy J, needs much respect when it comes to production. All these little rappers rapping right now, all these female rappers out there shaking their butts. They're shaking their butts to remixes of 3 6 Mafia joints, produced by DJ Paul or Juicy J or both of them. Nah, man, Texas and Memphis sound different, bro.
Yeah, they sound different. Yeah,
they sound way different, and they slang different.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, UGK and like Underground Kings and any Houston rapper sound different. And Port Arthur is like 2 hours away, an hour and a half away.
Here's a perfect example of that. Ball and MJG don't sound like UGK.
Right.
They don't sound like that's Memphis.
But they live 1,500 miles away from each other though.
Right.
I mean, or even further than that, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, man. Like for producers from the South, I'm a huge Disturbing the Peace. I mean, Dungeon Family. I think Rico Wade, those guys, the instrumentals that they were able to give. Devin the Dude is my guy. And I used to have a lot of friends. I'm sorry for jumping all over the place, but I used to have a lot of friends that used to get mad at me. Like, yo, you from New York. Why you listening to that dude, Devin the Dude? His songs are stupid. He got a song talk about I'm boo-booing. Like, yo, what kind of rhyming is that? I was like, yo, man, he's an excellent storyteller. Right. One of my favorite songs by him, Soulfinger, is Doobie Ashtray. 79 Coupe de Ville, and I don't know the name of it, but she's so fine to me, but now she's fatter than a mother.
Yeah.
No, that dude cracks me up, man. I love his music, man. I love his do what you want to do. That's when I first heard. I was put on Devin the Dude in Baltimore.
Okay.
A girl was listening to Devin the Dude, and I was like, you can go ahead and take that out. You can go ahead and take that out your CD player. You can take that out right now. I'm driving too. Take that out. And she was like, you don't like Devin the Dude? I was like, And she was like, "Oh, so you didn't like Devin on Dr. Dre's album? What song was he on? Oh, he was on Effin. Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I like that dude. Yeah, Devin the dude, man, and those dudes that did do the bulk of his production. I forgot something brothers. They dope. They are dope. But Southern producers, Beats by the Pound, Dungeon Family, Manny Fresh, and I don't think Manny Fresh gets enough respect as he should. All of the joints that you love by Cash Money, that's Manny Fresh.
Right.
Get your roll on,
Right.
Stay Fly, Back That Thing Up, Hot
Yep.
Boys, I Need a Hot Girl.
Air Force Ones. I love it, bro. I love it, man. I love it, man.
Air Force Ones. I remember that being
It's better than, huh?
Air Force Ones was, yeah, I like Air Force Ones. I like the song, but I probably like EI Beat better.
Yeah. Air Force Ones are my
rolls
Adidas.
and manicured toes, Fendi capri pants and parasuit goals. I was like, okay, all right. I like that. What was you saying, Unc?
Air Force Ones are my Adidas.
Which ones do I want to wear?
No, which song is better? Because I know where you're going. I know you. Most people say, "Man, my Adidas is a classic."
Nah, man.
Yeah.
Nah, man. I'm going with Air Force Ones if you're picking between those two records.
Yeah.
Everything that is older is not necessarily better.
Yeah.
It just came first. Like the Model T is not a 2022 Mustang GT. Okay?
No.
I don't care how, oh man, these were back in the day, these were cars. Yeah. I have a lawnmower faster than that car.
Yeah. And more dependable.
Right.
Yeah. No, I feel you. I feel you, man.
E. Gibson, Devin the dude is severely underrated, bro. Because he's not, he's more of a fun-loving, weed smoking, like being a pothead when he came out wasn't fashionable. They, potheads, they're lazy, they had a negative stigma to it. So, Devin the dude, man, if you say his first album is a classic, I'm not even going to hold you on that. I'm gonna rock with you just because I like him. I don't know what his first. I don't remember what his first album. What's the name of it? But he was a part of that Rap-A-Lot family, right? Am I wrong?
I don't know. I never listened to him.
Really?
Right.
Okay.
Right. And I'm not saying that he was whack. I just never listened to him. I probably listened to more of the Del with Homo Sapiens.
Okay.
Razzcast, Corrupt. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Some Souls of Mischief. Far Side. During that time, that 92, it's like 92 to 94 was like, in my opinion, it was like the rebirth of Slick. Right? It was like the rebirth of the Slick rapping, right? To me, because because some albums came out during that era from the East Coast that you're like, oh, okay. Hip hop ain't got to be all West Coast. Because from about 88 to 91 ish, man, NWA was on everything, bro. People forget about how NWA came out. When you saw the Jerry Curl dude just bust out and said, "Straight out of Compton, a crazy and Ice Cube," and I'm rolling with, and you like, oh
bunch
snap,
of sick attitudes.
yeah, oh snap. This is not, when it comes to Strictly Daylight, it's just me, myself, and I. It was not that. You know what I'm saying? It was
Right.
not. It was not. Girl, I house you. Girl, I house you. It was not that. This dude bust out and said, "Straight out of Compton, a crazy elf named Ice Cube," and I'm rolling with attitudes. You know what I'm saying? I was like, "Wow, this is different. This is way different."
And I think the era of rap in which you were talking about from 92 to about 94,
yeah.
I think rap was balanced because you could get a little bit of everything, but then gangster rap showed that it was a cash cow, and then there was just an era that was kind of like wiped away, like 92, 93, early 94.
Right.
You had you have your native tongues, right?
Right.
You have all of this positive conscious rap, right? Because it's bleeding over from the late 80s with the Public Enemies and stuff like that, right? And so you're talking about Far Side, you're talking about Black Sheep, you're talking about X Clan, you're talking
Well, they were so overrated, bro. Driving big caddies. Like, yo, what are you talking about? I forget his name, brother something. But these dudes, two dudes that could rap, and I know they're not talking about the same subject matter, right? But the dudes in X Clan had a cadence like the Clips, right?
Yeah.
Like wanted to slow you down so you can listen, right? Right. And then a dude jumping, driving big caddies. And then he was like, he was so much bigger than everybody else. And he was dressed up like the African girl. Well, not African girl. I don't want to sound disrespectful. He was dressed up like the person that bought everything at the African store and put it all on like one time. Brother something. I forget what his name is.
Oh man.
But yeah, man. No disrespect. I'm just saying it how it come back to my memory, right? But yeah, man. But the thing is, Chuck, when NWA came out, guess what was on the radio? Clap your hands because your mom's kind of fly, Lil Sean, right? One of the big boys, Kwame.
Yep.
When it comes to Strictly Daylight, it's just me, myself, and I. That was out. That stuff was. Big Daddy Kane was out with a song with the Dramatics. Moni in the middle, where she at in the middle? Moni in the middle, where she at in the middle? You know what, OPP? Yeah, you know me.
And then you had the hip hop R&B blends of like TLC and groups of that ilk. You had
Boss. Remember Boss?
Oh my gosh.
Boss had a master's degree in business.
Yes.
And knew that the game was so watered down that she could just jump in and rap. And her mama did the intro to her album. Her mama, girl, what are you doing? You college educated. This is Boss's intro. Her mama, this is how bad they parodied hip hop. You got a massive. What are you doing? And this rap stuff ain't nothing. This is the intro to her album. And the first song is that song Deeper. I don't ever wanna feel like I'm in the days, and so I smoke big pills and all of that. Where she took the Isaac Hayes song and the Red Hot Chili Pepper song and mixed it together. Yeah, deeper and deeper.
I don't wanna be. Yep, that's my group, Red Hot Chili Peppers. They ain't got nothing to do with hip hop, but I love some Red Hot Chili Peppers. 500 Degrees. What beat is what? What song? 500 Degrees.
Wow. Oh shoot, man! It's 11 o'clock, man. I gotta talk to him.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, man.
Oh, the Lil Wayne album, 500 Degrees. Yeah, that shit's trash. Because that Juvie. That's why I said Manny Fresh you got to give him some props. That Juvenile, 400 Degrees. That album is a classic from top to bottom.
Right.
Like you go ahead and put that with Get Rich or Die Trying, The Chronic, and all that. Like that's crazy.
Right. Mama said knock you out and all that.
Mama say knock you out.
Yes, that's the album, bro. This is why, the Vibrant Ones. This is why we're working on a website so that we can put lists and things together, so that we can have our opinions on stuff. So when we're not live, when you're not watching us do this or watching the replay, you can go to Vibes and stuff, and check out me and Chuck's opinions on certain things. Eventually, I want to get to a point where I start putting articles and stuff out there, right? And photos and things of that sort, where you can understand where we're coming from. So you can get links to the show. You buy merch and all that stuff. So it'd be like a one-stop shop. Now, when we'll get the website up, we working on this, work in progress. Hey, Hugh and Samuel, I checked out the website. I already got it saved to my favorites. So yeah,
Hewitt got a website?
I think that was Hewitt. Who sent? Somebody had the link. Hold on. Somebody put a link in the chat. Because I got it pulled up, right? I think I got it pulled up. Let's see.
Yeah, 400 Degrees, man. Yeah, New York Knicks. Yeah, 400 Degrees is a classic. It don't matter where he from. That is a classic for sure. That joint has so many crazy, like we all know the big record off of there. You know, Back That Thing Up, and how crazy that joint is, right? But as far as joints on that album, High was on that album. Welcome to the Nolia, UPT, Off Top, 400 Degrees, Soldier Rag, Juveniles on Fire, like that album, Ghetto Children. Like I can go on, man. Like that album is too fire, man.
Right.
And that was the thing at the time. Like, man, what you doing? Listening to all this down south music? You from New York? And I was like, what I got to do with anything?
Hey, good music is good music.
Good music is good music, man. I don't care where it's from.
Because I bought Cypress Hill first album, and I can recite the whole album.
Really?
The whole album, yes. Hey, don't miss out on what you passing. You're missing the Buddha of the funky Buddha. I can listen. The whole album, and Cypress Hill album came out like 91-ish.
Oh no, the first album, yeah.
Yeah, because I bought them and a group called Ex-Girlfriend, who, in my opinion, would give En Vogue a run from their money on any
Jesus Christ. Uncle Freezy, you're not going to do this. You're not going to do
Yo.
this. You just complained about
Yo.
the time and then said some group that we ain't never heard of.
Ex-girlfriend?
I ain't never heard of them. Never.
I
Hey
bet
guys,
you
y'all
have,
can
bro.
get on me for not knowing who they are. I don't know who they are. I don't know who they are. I don't know anything about them. But Cypress Hills, yes. How I Could Just Kill a Man? Yeah, that was off of, wasn't Kill a Man on the Who's the Man soundtrack? Insane in the membrane. Insane in the brain. Yo, Cypress Hills was dope. They still dope.
Yeah, they had. Okay, so Ex-Girlfriend had a song called "Why Won't You Come Home."
Okay, I gotta play this before we
And
get off.
it's a joint called, and it's off the album X Marks the Spot. And the lead singer had a fling with Brandy Brother.
Oh, so that's why they didn't blow.
No,
She ain't put it on tape.
No, oh my God.
She would have put it on tape. She would have been out of here.
No, bro, no, she can sing. Honestly, she is a better individual singer than anybody in Vogue. But In Vogue has a better singing group overall, more talent overall. Okay.
I'm taking this information in. I don't know. I don't know who they are, and I don't want to just say, "Oh no."
Stacey Francis, that's her name. Stacey Francis, that's the lady, and they are someplace called Fort Greene, Brooklyn.
Oh, I know exactly where that's at. Oh, I remember seeing this album cover. Yo, man, that's something about certain eras of music, man. Yo, it'll be so many groups, and they might have like a one or two mild hits.
This lady, Stacey Francis, can sing, Chuck. This lady, yo. Yeah.
I'm listening to it in my right now, and I'm Why Can't You Take Me Home? Why Can't You Come Home?
Right. The album X Marks the Spot. My homeboy who passed away, man, he came in from Korea. He was like, yo, Uncle Freezy, you got to buy this Ex-Girlfriend album and this Cypress Hill album. I was like, Cypress Hill? What the hell is a Cypress Hill? And he's like, yo, you can't. Because at the time, I was listening to, no lie, Black Sheep, K Solo, and Lil Sean. I was like, if it ain't them three, I ain't trying to listen. I ain't listening to nothing. Don't try to put me on no Damian Dane. Don't try to put me on this For the People. None of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to put me on no Portrait. You know what I'm saying? All I'm listening to, Lil Sean, K Solo, and Black Sheep. That's it. That's it. And Queen, I still had Queen Latifah album. That's it.
Okay.
And I was mad because MC Light album was whack. Because I thought Eyes on This was her best album, and then she came out with a song with an album, and all it had was Poor Georgie on it. Poor Georgie or whatever. I was so mad. Chuck, I was so mad at that album, bro. I was so mad at MC Light, bro. I'm still mad at MC Light. Like, come on, baby. Come on, girl. What you doing?
Hey, man, sometimes you you run out of steam. Like, because I noticed that groups in the 80s, a lot of them didn't make it to the 90s,
Right.
right?
Right.
And the people that were emerging in the late 80s might have made it to the mid 90s. Might have. Because KRS doesn't have a resurgence until the mid 90s. When he, Step Into My World and all that.
Rapture, yeah.
Like he was considered older at the
He
time.
was watched when that song came out.
According to people,
watched.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm on the radio. On the radio, KRS-One was watched.
Oh yeah, they weren't playing no KRS-One on the radio.
Right. He had to dip into that boom bap plus R&B chick singing, and with the sample everybody remember. He had to do that. Right? Yeah, man.
Who remembers?
Hey, Chuck, man, I gotta get out of here, man. So I can
we gotta do KMD, man. Man.
Because the draft is only 5 weeks away, and we got to talk about the Knicks trading up.
5 weeks away.
Yeah.
We're only 5 weeks left.
Yeah.
Hey, man. If you're just now joining us, this is your host, Chuck Allen, Uncle Freezy. This is Vibes and Stuff Live in the Morning. We're a little over our time. We're usually there Monday through Friday, 8 a.m.ish to about 9 a.m.ish. But today we started off our Monday with a Music Monday, hip hop.
Right.
And we jumped down that hip hop. We jumped down that hip hop rabbit hole. But guess what? If you're just now getting here and you're like, oh man, the show's over. Guess what? We'll be back tomorrow, same time, man. Same channel, right here, Vibes and Stuff Live. I want to thank all the vibrant ones for coming through. Everybody that dropped something dope in the chat, I appreciate you all coming through. It's been a pleasure kicking it with you this morning. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day. If there's great weather where you are, make sure you get out and get some of that vitamin D, man. Until then. KMD is next. So once you leave here, go on over there.
Well, not right next. Not right next. I got to take the puppies outside and get something to eat and say hello to my lovely wife, who I didn't get a chance to say hello to. So KMD might be the Knicks morning drive in the afternoon.
Even better. What's better than a morning drive in the afternoon?
Right.
All right. So I thank you all for coming and kicking it with us, man. We'll be back tomorrow. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're new. Make sure you hit all notifications so that when we go live, you'll know and you can come through and kick it with us. And make sure you hit that like button, man. Get us up, man. Get us up in those algorithms. And as I always say, make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend who's going to tell a friend that's going to come back and kick it with us. All right? We appreciate you, and we'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.
Peace, y'all.